Y'all squad. Delinquent shit. Shout out my man, Humble G. Mound City. Let's get it. Off this CBD, listening to B.I.G. Cause shorty ass is juicy in this VIP. All praises to Muhammad, couldn't be Ali. Water to your Hoover Dam, where the Chief Mali. Hey, we back. After the blackout. Round two. Let's get him though, Humble G. What up, my nigga Rota? Smoking face. Illegal. Ain't asking for forgiveness, why I'm giving y'all the business. The rap Freddy Krueger, just paying y'all a visit. Told my man, fuck rapping fast, rather be rapping last. School of hard knocks, smoking weed with him after class. Was a good kid, all they see is my fractured past. Trying to put it back together like a shattered glass. Caught on wiretap, trying to get the cargo. Seen a hand dealt, then we tried to switch the cards though. Hoping for an ace, judge opening the case. Baby mama praying and just hoping that you straight. Thoughts of being a single mother, not knowing what it takes. Through the hurricane winds, can she hold it all in place? Even made Stevie wonder when I showed she was fake. Now she mad I'm in my bag and on the road to the safe. Close to hell, posted bail, told I'm supposed to fail. Tupac against all odds. They don't know me well. Then mama, keep your head up. I'm going through some changes. She said I ain't mad at you now that you explain it. Shed so many tears. Holla if you hear me. But now all eyes on me. I see clearly. I see death around the corner. So I bomb first. They get me just buried me a G. In my Converse, pour out a little liquor. After y'all go hit them up. How long will they mourn me? Well, I don't give a fuck. They say life goes on, my nigga. Just live it up. Smile then, picture me rolling. Picking bitches up. Now we celebrate. Outcasts is elevate. At first I want competition, but now it's hella hate. I do something, they do the same. Thinking I don't see it. Snapchat seen it first, right after I IG it. You know that it's winning soon as you being copied. Imitate my style, good luck on trying to stop me. Always follow the creed till shit turn rocky. No back against the ropes. I'm hitting in the middle. Life begin, then it ends. Only missing is the middle. Life begin, then it ends. Only missing is the middle. The sun never goes down. I don't know what Lonnie told me once, but and the moon never rises.
Yo, what's up? It's Brandon Daz, and we're here with season 2, episode 2 of Let's Vibe TV. I know you see me. The city is burning. We're concerned, but we're chilling. We need to fight for change in a deeper way. But speaking of unity, that's why it means the world to me to have one of my favorite hip-hop communities and 3 rappers from it that I absolutely love and adore and have supported me and I have supported over the years. Give it up for motherfucking Champaign, Illinois, one of the tight-knittest communities in hip-hop. Solid, A1, day one. So local, they don't even give a fuck what the rest of the world is doing, and they support each other and are a great example of how to do it. And they be checking each other too, because they're all cold and competitive. It's like the opposite of the rest of the world, where it's like, no, we sharpen our own iron. They love being competitive. And first off, the wild, the crazy, the fuck you Pay me. Always shady, never lazy. Where the bottle, it's gotta be hollow. It must be the tequila. I know you see. Hey, Mr. Mo motherfucking Pesci in this bitch. How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yo. Oh
What
my,
it do?
yo, I remember the first fucking time I heard that yap, and you had everybody doing it. I just sat there like, huh, well, people, I'm too scared to make people repeat after me. Because if they don't do that shit, I'm going to be embarrassed as fuck.
Hey, like literally, when I say literally, I used to be so pissed. Like how Jada Kiss got his laugh when he come on, and I'm like, man, I gotta come up with a catchphrase. I gotta come up. My motherfucking homie was like, you got it, bro. It's yap. I was like, okay. So one time I tried it. I was like, fuck it, y'all already say it with me. Y-A-O-P, and now it's just when I say literally when I had my battle with King Benny, I just turned and looked at the crowd and everybody just went crazy with the yaps. I was like, yeah, we been in the grocery store.
Be like, yeah.
Hey, literally
At
at
the
the grocery store.
motherfucking grocery store, yo.
I'm in the line at value check and motherfucker like, yeah.
So wait, hold on. I need you to do something for me right now. Right
What's up?
now. Okay. Start that shit how you start that shit. I'm about to give
Oh,
you the full screen real quick and let you tell these niggas who the fuck you is, how you let them
hey man, I got you. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy MP the GF, Mo Pesci the good fella, and I'm gonna start this shit just like I end this shit. I need y'all to say it with me. Y-A-O-P. Yep.
Yup. Hey, we lit in this bitch, bro. Fuck the
Yes, sir.
world. We gonna have
Fuck
good
the world.
vibes in this motherfucker. Yo,
Hey man, we got to.
hey, so you've had a lot going on uh
Yeah,
in your life, and you actually have a new song about to come out.
yeah. In America.
And
Featuring my boy Rota, President Obama, uh President Trump's in it.
oh shit.
A lot of police sirens.
Oof.
You know what I'm saying? We recorded it in the studio and I looked over and my man girl was crying.
Whoa! Crying?
Yeah, crying. Fun fact though, it wasn't my song. It was Rhoda's song.
Yo,
Rhoda hit me like what angle should we come at on this song?
yo,
I'm like right now, I'm like, let's do black man, you be the white cop. Rhoda was like, really? So I gotta be I'm
so
like, you can
that's
pull it off.
that's the theme of the song.
Working black man gets pulled over by the cops. You
Damn.
know how it ends.
Well, we actually have Rhoda in the motherfucking building.
Hold up,
Yo,
hold up.
yo, and
Hey,
Opachi, if you have a second phone or something, if you can give the stream a share or something, so your fans can see it and watch along with us. What up, Rhoda?
hey, what's going on, guys?
Oh shit, trying to stay positive through all this
Yeah, not an
nonsense.
easy thing right now.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah,
it's funny because when you guys first started discussing doing a song together, which was like in the comment section, you were like, it's about that time to drop this song. I was like, Mo Pesci picked Rhoda. And it's funny though, because what we just got revealed
No.
was Rhoda picked Mo Pesci.
well, that's
And that is the
Yeah.
brilliance of Rhoda. That is literally the essence of Rhoda. That kind
well,
of brilliance.
Well, I think that's
Look, Rota.
what's good about the Champagne scene is that you have like, I mean, like Pesci and I are like good buddies and have done a bunch of shows together, but our styles are like pretty different at first anyway, you'd think. But then like we collaborated and I think it like came out. It's like an important song. And I think like Champagne is a collaborative scene.
Yeah,
Bro,
it's so
we
collaborative. I don't even think you guys understand, or do you know how collaborative?
we do. We do. And it's dope. It's dope. And I love it. I literally I wrote to beat that Mage and Chase went over for the finals. And I literally said in there, I'm like, already got songs with Mage. I'm just waiting on Chase shit. You know what I'm saying? And I already said Chase the beat. We just ain't got to the song yet. You know what I'm saying? He already has the beat. I had the beat. I'm like, this is what we gonna do, and we just ain't got down to it yet. You know what I'm saying? And that's after I put out Elm Street Finest. I'm gonna try to put like a compilation because everybody keeps saying that it can't happen because of ego. I'm gonna pull it off.
Right.
I'm gonna pull it off. Champagne compilation, and I'm not even from Champagne. Boom.
Well, so now, Rhoda, how the fuck did you approach being a cop?
So the angle I try to take in the verse is like, I think one of the things that I find like so shocking about the way people talk about like police murders of black people is that like a cop will be like his hand was in his pocket, or like he could have been reaching for a gun, like he had to check the glove compartment. And it's like, how the fuck do you assume that when somebody puts their hand in their pocket, they're reaching for a gun? Like, you constantly, everyone you walk by, you probably can't see both of their hands all the time. Like, the idea that you can kill them because you think they could have a gun in the other hand is like so fucking nuts. So I tried to like take like kind of an exaggerated version of that. Like the first line is like, when I couldn't it's like, when I couldn't see his hand, I assumed that he had a claw. Like, just like imagining that like a cop, like everything they like literally can't see at that moment on a black person, they like assume is a weapon. So it was kind of like that like almost like the cop views someone as like a monster under their clothes.
Right. Well, and it's literally like that. I mean, but and that's tough because the world is kind of like that for everybody to a certain extent. Like, until you know them, it's a really scary world out there. Whether that's actuality or perpetuated, I think that's something that we all live with. And we all have this underlying don't trust anybody. But and that's another point though that's been made a lot throughout everything that's been going on, is like when the cops jump the gun on something, they don't get prosecuted, while a lot of the reasons why people are in jail is based off of last minute rushed decisions.
Yeah.
So
Literally. Literally.
And that's, it doesn't make sense. Do you have any like, because I don't want to give up too much about this song, but I do want to build anticipation. Rhoda, can you do any poetry? And also, Black Mage is also with us from the Champagne community, and he did a great live earlier on these.
Oh my God, amazing! Guy didn't want me to come. I kept trying to get in there. I was so fucking hot in here.
He deserved his space to speak. I wasn't even gonna try to send an invite, but I also was like, yo, he better not be trying to take my job as the motherfucking host and facility. The host with the most. Chill out, buddy. Chill out.
Shit.
So,
Hey, but the song is dope, and I'm actually going after I get off this live because the city is on. I ain't gonna say it's on fire right now, but
close
they
it.
out here doing their thing, and I'm finna go get some footage for the video.
For sure. Yo, and shout out Eric Dixon watching. Shout out Augustine Yepes. But for the sake of this episode, today, your name is Augustine Yepes. Okay? That's how we're doing it.
Indeed.
So,
Indeed.
Rhoda, kick a poem, and then I'm going to bring Mage in.
Oh, shit. How long of a poem do you want me to do?
Nigga, if it's magnificent, they're gonna listen the whole way through.
All right, this is like 2 minutes. This is like 2 minutes. Is that okay?
That's great, bro. Go.
All right.
Make sure you pull up that book.
This is like, oh yeah, I came out with a book. It's called "Giveth and Taketh." Fuck Trump. That's kind of what this poem is about. Yeah, this poem is about like, I don't know. It'll speak for itself, hopefully, but it's about how like kind of Trump and this legacy that led to him.
Talk to their ass.
Sort of how hopefully it will be torn down. So this poem is called "Ronald Reagan Was an Idiot" and other observations about my birth year. I was born late. I could give any number of reasons I wanted to stay put. Every birth is a bad hair day for the baby. The star of bedtime for Bonzo had just been elected to lead us through the Cold War. Maybe I wanted to stick it out till Christmas because I hear that Jews born on Christmas wind up a pretty big deal sometimes. Plus, the world can be a scary place. My mom saw The Shining while I was in utero, though in my cocoon, it must have sounded more like a whisper wielding an axe. There's nothing more sinister than a secret. How it makes the ears twitch like a dog barking at an earthquake that's not yet shook. I wonder if I mouthed, "Here's Johnny," as I burst into the world. I was born into the winter of 1981 to a 20 below wind chill. In other words, I was born into a world where we still had winter. They don't tell the children their plans to keep us warm, to poison the air until the snow melts so the mosquitoes can fly their violent love anywhere they wish. The year I was born, the president was an idiot. Chalking this up to dementia is an insult to dementia, but when you're born into the right skin, to parents who can tell the churches what to teach, you can go from shitty actor to shitty governor to shitty president and still die to become the deity so many pray to when they're lying awake at night fearing demographic shifts. There's nothing more sinister than a secret we all know but pretend to forget. How every newborn is the property of their ancestors' access to wheat. How the cradle can be the grave. How the grave can be a magic phone booth that makes men perfect, redacts our flaws like a designer toupee. Every funeral is a good hair day for the dead. Even the most desperate comb-over appears at peace. But the ice is thawing. The seas are rising. And the warm, flooding earth doesn't preserve anything. And I just want to say, instead of buying my book, you should donate some money to the National Bond Fund. Really important cause to get people out of jail in a rapid way. Just Google it. All right, that's my poem.
I'm in the building. What's
There
up?
we go.
Black Mage, what's up?
Hey, Mage.
Nada, bro. Doing
Hell of a
the
fucking poem. Hell of a fucking poem.
Yo,
Oh, thanks.
I literally cringed when you dropped that line about the comb over and the ice, and it's almost
Hey.
I was like, what the
What? Dang.
what's going on here? Yo, but I gotta let the viewers at home know. Just because they say it, it does not mean that I condone everything they're saying. Okay, so for my anti-Trump for my Trump supporters, yeah, I'm just talking shit. So Black Mage, before
Yes.
before we get into who you are, um, you got like a TV or something that it could be turned down just, but I want to hear some of what you were talking about on your live earlier. I want to share some of your
You
ideas.
want to hear some of what I was talking about on my live, like about everything that's going on?
Yeah, yep, that's why I brought you at
Um,
this point of the conversation.
okay. As far as what was going on earlier, it's interesting because it's small picture and big picture, and I've got a lot of different perspectives, viewpoints. I mentioned earlier that I was somebody who grew up that was always considered too white to be black, too black to be white. So like it gives me an interesting perspective because I I get to see the best and worst of both sides, and it tempers you. It makes you more patient, but it could also dull your blade, which is an important detail that I don't think I mentioned enough. The issue here for me is it's very tough to deal with people who are anti-protesters because there's so many holes in the story. Um, the protests, supposedly the protests turned riots, were executed by like undercover officers who were causing damage to property so that they could blame the protesters for damage and begin to use force. And so, if they literally have pictures of this happening, I don't understand how you can blame the
Gizmo, shut
protesters.
the fuck up.
Fair enough. I don't understand how you can blame the protesters, um, because honestly, if you're there and you're protesting, and you see these cops setting up this whole thing so that they can rain down on you, you know how the media works. Like I've I've been alive a while, and I've been reading Spider-Man for a long time, so I know how J. Jonah Jameson. I know how powerful he is. I know how powerful the media is. He had Spider-Man looking like a villain, right? So they can
Yep.
do anything they
Whole
want with the camera,
Yeah,
and people will eat it up because people don't fact check. That's not what they're here for. What up, Shawnee?
No.
Um,
well, and also, it's kind of like people will watch something happening on TV and not think that it's happening to them at the same time.
Facts. I was talking about the murder earlier, and they said they're rioting here, and it doesn't make sense because the murder happened in Minneapolis. But what they don't know is someone was murdered
Mhm.
here like a year ago that same way. And so they're like, oh, you're rioting over something that happened in Minneapolis. No, you're just ignorant, but I don't have time to educate you about the people the police are murdering in your hometown. That's your responsibility. If you want to have an opinion, that is cool, but be informed.
Yeah. Well, I for a while was like not quite understanding the violence and stuff like that, but it's interesting because it's getting people's voice heard.
I just
It is.
think I just seen something. I don't know if it's true because I remember of the incident. I don't remember exactly when it happened, but someone shared that May 31st was when they burned down Black Wall Street.
Huh. That I don't know. I wish I did.
You don't know about Black Wall Street at all,
I
Black
know
Black
everything.
No,
Man?
I know what
I
it is.
know
I don't know
about.
what it turned
I
down.
don't know what day it happened. They said it happened today.
Oh, I was asking Black Mage if he had known about it because I was gonna expand on it a little bit.
I actually, yeah, I mentioned Black Wall Street in the live earlier.
Yeah,
Okay, for sure. Yeah.
that's
Well,
why I said that because he mentioned it in the live earlier.
I see. I see. Well, yeah, and so it's really interesting the way that it's like the government and societies will their authorities will use a bunch of tactics that only they're allowed to use, and then
Yeah,
it's insane when you use it against them. Like
The wall that we're hitting
war
is the
is
wall that
very
parents have been hitting for a while. and it's that do as I say, not as I do, is no longer going to fly. And that's what they've been doing our entire time. And it's just not going to work anymore. It's not working with kids. It's not working with adults.
Yeah.
We the descendants of our ancestors. We ain't our ancestors. We not going. We'll burn this bitch down and build it back up. We won't build it up for free though.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough because my first instinct was to feel like this shit's been going on forever. Y'all must be bored to make it a new issue. But like, man, those images are so crazy. And like, my mind is set up almost to overlook the worst detail of something.
Me and Mage were just talking about this when you went to go smoke, I think.
And so like, I had to face the truth though, that like, yo, Mike Brown was in the middle of the street for hours. Laying there. That's not, and this is repeating.
Bro, and then when they spin the video, it's 3 of them on the man.
Yeah. The one of the major points that is in people always talking about resisting arrest. I think the officer buried himself on this one, which you love to see, is that the officer literally had his hands in his pockets. You cannot claim that you were concerned with the struggle of another individual if your hands were in your pockets, and even his backup's hands were in their pockets. That was you ever heard of a micro emotion?
He had a smirk and his hands.
Smirk? Hey, what, Mage, didn't I say the smirk?
Yeah.
And he was on him for 9 minutes, and you see the footage leading up. It's bogus because there's footage missing. I feel like because you see him being walked, and then you see him up against the wall. He didn't look like he was resisting at either of those points. At all. He seemed extremely drunk. So, how did he end up in the middle of the street is the last question that I have.
Got down on him. Because they got down on him like they do any other time when they got the time to. And I don't know if it's true or not, but it said the one they call him Rice Man, which I don't agree with. Dude wife filed for divorce, and she's of Asian descent.
Yeah.
And they saying that that's her brother.
Wow.
So that's
I just remembered something. Now, Rota, when I met you at, and this name is about to make you think all about discrimination. Cowboy Bebop.
Oh yeah. I was actually just thinking about that. Well, I was thinking about the time when Cowboy
put that bullshit up.
Yeah, when they and when those cops came and they fucking slammed that guy on the brick, and it was like people were like, this is the thing that always gets me. It's like people were like, he was being foolish. He elbowed the cop a tiny bit when he walked by him. He was bringing in liquor from another place, and it was like the cop just fucking body slammed this guy on bricks,
on bricks.
Like it doesn't, like the guy doesn't have to be. You don't have to be a fucking perfect sober human to. You shouldn't have to be a perfect sober human being to avoid getting body slammed on bricks by the police. Like, so what, he brought in liquor. So what, he bumped the cop's shoulder. Like,
that's no reason.
It's fucking crazy. And I remember
how did they end up getting these excuses for their behavior?
True fact. Y'all know the man Carlos sat down with me after they put up that list of what you could or could not wear and all this good stuff, and was like, basically, how do I fix this?
Wait, who did that with you?
Carlos. And
who was he?
I don't, huh?
Who was he?
Owner.
Oh.
And I don't know if it's true. I could be assuming. But just off hearing him and the shit he was saying in there, next thing I know, Mike moved it to Canopy. Dead ass. The man was literally all about saving face.
So crazy. And like that happens everywhere. And Champaign is a very diverse even area. It's sad the norms that have been created, and also there's norms that are overlooked that I think about and take note of, like the radio, like being labeled as rap. The radio, like, duh, rap can't sell as much as a Taylor Swift or a Justin Bieber because there's literally a pop radio station everywhere, while there can only be a rap station in a major city. And so in there, we've got rap being played on one station to the 10 stations that pop music is being played on. You know, and we don't even think about how much money pop rap misses out on the biases that are still like the radio and stuff like that is still being ran like it's the 1950s.
And look how much they steal from our culture.
No part of that programming has been questioned at all. And the radio is an extremely racist bullshit format with all kinds of biases to it.
The whole industry is.
Exactly. And so with it being like that, where do we even start there? Where do we even start with the world besides burning the shit down? Like, that's the wall.
They say sometimes the best decision, the best thing you can do is to destroy the structure and build something better from the rubble. And I don't know how far away from that we are.
Well, what did I just say? We will burn this bitch down and we will help you build it back up. We won't be doing it for free though this time.
Well, you know, those are fighting words. I put myself in a fucked up situation though yesterday with all this, because I guess.
Talking about when you went live?
Yeah. Well, because for the fact that somebody sent me a video of the blue stripes and the flowers on a bar yesterday morning. I saw it and instantly felt like, because that city had protested the day before, that it was an intimidation tactic for the city to let the people of the city know that they stand behind their police if push comes to shove. So instantly, I was so heated, I didn't even have time to put a shirt on. I could have done it all professional or whatever.
I seen you wilding.
I just needed to vent. And so I instantly just pushed that button and went clean the fuck off. And I guess somebody died of cancer. A cop died of cancer is why there was the blue stripe and the flowers from 2 weeks ago. It had been up that long, but the situation made it noticed. But I thought about taking it down because for the fact that the premise of what I was talking about was still true.
Exactly.
That's
you should hear the sirens in my background. They died down now.
Is there a charge? I should ask Ryan if there's a charger for the Surface.
There is. What's the?
Gizmo, man, be quiet, bro.
Say again?
Is it set low?
Yeah.
Yo. And I gotta shout out my city, definitely. I was watching y'all's live. Tyler Hargis is live. And that And what had happened, somebody on a motorcycle, I watched it happen live, ran over one of the protesters.
Wicked. That's wicked.
And then somebody bashed out the window of a cop car. And then the protesters slashed a motorcyclist's tire. But it had been heating up for a minute. And
My man in Detroit just said, dude just rode through protesters with his pistol out pointed at people.
yeah, well, I mean, you got to think they like Trump supporters, or like I don't even know what to call them before that, but alt-right protested when they went and voted for Trump and got that nigga in office. That was a wild move when they did that shit. And that was
Bro.
like white male or like the heart of America speaking up.
Like Mage said, man, they can roll up on the motherfucking Capitol building. Everybody got their hammers on them.
Yeah, they're
Multiple
outside
hammers
the
on them.
courthouse.
Let us do that.
But I also watched the live. I watched the live too the other day in a city that wasn't mine, and they were blowing up cars in residential parking areas.
Hey, real quick,
And
Chicago's telling Pesci what's up. He says it's bad in LA too. There's gunshots everywhere. Nearly every store in radius has been looted, and there's thousands of losses.
Jesus.
Cheap.
Amber
Tell Chicago I said
has
what's
a
good.
comment for you on here.
Yeah. Who's
Say, eat a
Amber?
dick, man.
Yeah.
Fair
Do you
enough.
know this person?
Do I need to? Does it matter? This is my life.
That means yes, he knows that person.
Just tell people.
Was that negative? Was
No,
it like
No.
Sure,
Oh,
it was just
I wouldn't have
communication.
posted it if I thought it was actually negative.
Hey, it popped up on the screen all big too, where her face sideways and shit. That was disrespectful. Yeah, but Chicago said what's up, Pesh, and that LA was struggling.
I already know. I'm watching it. I got CNN on. It's on mute. They just said Houston police supposedly shot 6 people.
Yep.
Oh my God.
I'm not watching the news. I've seen this all in my mind's eye. I know exactly how it's going to play out because one of the guy that I mentioned in my Battleverse, Bobby P, his name was Robert Picklesheimer, and he ran a theater, the Creative Dramatics Workshop, which was a remodeled church. He bought a church, remodeled it, and lived in it, and then made it into a theater. Right? My man's was brilliant, and one thing he taught me many things, but one of the things he taught me is that life is theater. This is all an act. These are all different roles we're playing. And the more theater you know, the more stories you know, the better you are equipped to figure out how these scenarios and situations are going to play out.
We can play out. I
In
swear to
history,
God.
you can put the picture together. And I've seen this whole thing play out. I know exactly how it's going to play out. And so I'm just watching. I'm just waiting on the bomb to drop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick.
The revolution.
Oh my gosh, this person is funny.
Right.
So
She was pulling for Mage too. I think this is a perfect transition. She was pulling for Mage in the battle super hard against me. Hammer was pulling for him super hard.
Whoa. Because I was pulling for Mo Pesci super hard.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was supposed to win. Hey, bro. Hey.
Hold on.
Hey, bro.
So, let me explain to the audience, for the people who don't know, so we're not jumping into stuff that they don't know about. There's been a really dope internet battle rap tournament going on in Champaign amongst the rappers out there that has a $500 prize, and 2 of the 3 people on today's episode are competitors in it, and it wrapped up today, and Black Mage made it all the way to the finals. So
and Pesci made it to the semis.
and
Yeah.
Pesci made it to the semis where Black.
Against Mage, where he beat me by one fucking
That's
vote.
fucking crazy. One vote.
Hey,
That's wild.
before we get into the talk about it, I am
We're gonna talk about that.
I'm about to, oh, we're going to talk about all of it. I'm about to get into I'm going to play your video
The
from
finale? Or
yeah,
me and Mage?
I'm going to play Mage's finale video.
Oh
You
my
do that. I'm
God,
gonna
he
go ahead
went
and pop
fucking
this baby
crazy.
on mute. You're gonna miss me for a second because I'm looking for the charging port on this beast.
You know I'm gonna knock off the nerd shit. But then I realized, I gotta understand y'all. Y'all gotta
He
understand me.
he fucking went crazy.
Fucking VOLDR.
LDR riding out of Camelot.
You know he don't shoot the tennis
He was cock.
I love it. Like Mage, like can't not do nerd shit.
I can't. I tried so hard. I was like, I'm gonna knock off the nerd shit, and I'm just gonna go. And then this is what happened.
Let the man rap.
They say cap it, Sam, on your left. I'm the hip hop Doctor Strange. If anyone could stop the wave, they said Chase was inevitable, but this Iron Man said not today. If I gotta fry a whole side, I'd die this way. Usually wouldn't bother, but now that I got my daughters, man, I love this shit 3000. I'm snapping for my home, hip hop's my world, and try to take. You know I was gonna knock off the nerd shit, but then I realized I don't gotta understand y'all. Y'all gotta understand me. P. Ha! It's the motherfucking VOLDR riding out of Camelot. Cannot, you know he don't shoot, cause his hand is cocked. Meta stock, working like the staff is on my side. They knocked me down by being foul, and now my ass is on the line, cause Trey just wasn't on his mission. On the flip side, Motan's lyricality just couldn't go the distance. Pesci had vision, woke up was losing, had no mana, out of breath, and heard my fans. They said, Cap it, Sam, on your left. I'm the hip hop Doctor Strange. If anyone could stop the wave, they said Chase was inevitable, but this Iron Man said not today. If I gotta fry a whole side, I'd die this way. Usually wouldn't bother, but now that I got my daughters, man, I love this shit 3000. I'm snapping for my home, hip hop's my world, and try to take it. I don't think you have the stones. Took D&D and showed the world about cast kids, they're not alone. Dressed like a wizard, but my niggas know I'm a rogue one. Bring a Star Wars like I ain't got no juice for it. I could spit that cold Yoda, they'd still say I was lukewarm. Niggas slice up that tauntaun when there's nothing left you can do for them. If they can't ride you, they gon' try to live inside you. They don't use the force like I do. I'm trying not to be Darth. Hating Vader, that's just darkening my heart. So tell Anakin I get it, but tell Luke I swear I'm trying. Go tell Luca that I got it. Tell my rogues nobody's dying on my Millennium Falcon. Long as I'm the one flying, Skywalkers walk in the sky. They more like falling and dying. I'm Obi Trice Kenobi. This Han is a solo pilot. Black hyphen rap Titan. They threw rocks at heaven. I'm throwing back lightning. I'm whack. Fine, but I'm in the finals with my eyes closed and both hands tied roped on a tightrope. Backwards in Chicago where it's real windy, so y'all can blow me. Been compared to Nas, Quali, and Tech 9. That's a fine way to say you niggas still don't know me. I'm a nobody, heartless. You can watch me soar through the kingdom. Darkness, it's cool, I got the key to cut to the chase. It is the careful shear that nips the bonsai. They try to tell me I was bleached, but that's cool, cause that means I got a bankai. I guess that's why I'm in a wrestling ring, isn't it? Got me out here trying to learn to be real in a fake business. A hip-hop hermit, dealing with fucking pigs like Kermit. And those who talk hip-hop but never learned it. Trying to grind, but the skater in me curbs it. If I'm not on wax, it's not as slick. My demographic is split. I'm a nerd slash skater slash rapper, animator slash gamer slash comic. Let me tell you what I'm not, bitch. I'm not just a shut-in. Heart cold as the blizzard I summon. You must be some kind of wizard or something. There's no that talk magic, get it. Plus I battle the Superman of rhythm. Lost a big homie, R.I.P. Bobby P. I'ma keep this dungeon master shit alive as long as I got salt in me. Life is all an act. This is theater, is what you taught to me. Every time I roll a 20, I know homie watching me. Sincerely yours, Stephen Strange, Endgame. One's up, and if you didn't make it to the final, shut the fuck up. They call me Magneto, they calling me Doom. Call me a whole bunch of other shit too. They call me a loser, a lame, or gay, and they marking my hat and they marking my cape. But I put all the evil shit down on a page. I sign at the bottom, I write to the margin. So if they don't know anything other than my name, it's Mage.
Fucking spaz.
Yeah, damn. Jake Eric on stage.
And he ain't
Hey,
even here
I
now.
think it died. I think
He,
it died on him.
he did a wizard trick and disappeared.
Disappeared. That
Oh,
man said it.
Amber.
Amber's team Mage now. She was
No.
just telling him to eat a dick
Right.
moments
we
ago.
change hearts in this bitch. This is the heart changing show right here. So
I
no,
did a
but
live yesterday, Rota.
and who do I think should have won?
Mage.
All the way. The prop shit was cheesy. That nigga was more animated and more creative with his hand motions than Chase was with them weak ass baby signs. I did
But
that.
Chase
I did that in
spaz,
a
though.
video 4 years ago, bro. That's all I'm saying with the props and shit. I was pulling forks up, all kinds of shit.
I was
You know,
gonna put this in my final round. If I made it to the finals, we gotta get Mage back in so we can talk about how I lost by 1 vote to him.
yeah, you
Where'd he go?
there was actually a comment. Oh, look, this is what motherfuckers is saying on my show. Don't be bringing that kind of energy here, Amber. It's not about
Hey,
that.
it's okay. Hey, it's okay because she voted for me, so she's not lying.
Yeah, okay. We do keep it real in this bitch.
Yeah,
For
she voted for me, so that was definitely that 1 vote. But when I say literally, he was up 11 votes at 11:50. He said, and I had nobody else I could have vote for me. He said, and I'm just watching my lead disappear. If I had 2 more minutes, Mage would have lost. If I had 5
yeah.
more minutes, he would have lost by 20 votes.
Well, in my opinion, if you had had a better camera,
Fuck you.
Man.
you would have won that round.
So, true story. My man Cole, shout out 94 Cole. I don't know what he had going on, but he was like, hey, come over early. My daughter had to be at work at a certain time. So we trying to record it before she had to get to work. He was like, what I had to do got canceled. Come back later. I'm like, all right, it's lit. Oh man, he got the Scarface poster up. He got the motherfucking computer in the background. Was gonna have the motherfucking the nightmare cover on it. It was gonna be lit. He hit me like, bro, I ain't gonna be at home. I'm like, fuck. This is at like 9 o'clock. So from like 9 to 12, I'm trying to get the video done and I can't get it. So I'm pissed now, literally, and I oversleep in the morning so I can wake up and do it in the morning. My girl works on the computer. So she has a 15-minute break. So I had a 15-minute window to get the video done and get it sent in to Rob K before 11. She got out the shower. Me and my daughter just wrapped the video up. It was complete. Dead ass serious. Just like that. Rob K was supposed to come shoot it. He had some shit going on. So it wasn't my intentions to come into the semifinals with the hey,
lo-fi.
we trying to make it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, even your music there's an echo. Okay, it's gone. But even your music video that we played at the beginning is fresh as fuck. And shout out Jay Willis and shout out Rob K for great camera work. He
Shout
shot
out definitely Jay Wills.
he
Yeah, it
shot
looks awesome.
Rob K shot one of my. Have you seen the music video he shot for me?
He been on my heels about shooting the video for me too as well. What song was it?
It Better Days.
I have to look it up.
Hold on, I'm about to play it right now.
Hey, no offense, man. Don't play that, bro. Don't get Rob K no shine. We in here right now, man. Play that bitch. We getting fucked up, and we came in this bitch just to party. Shorty say she out the mind. I was just listening to that shit driving the other day.
Yeah,
That motherfucker said my wife just texted me. He said I'm gonna get it. That man said I'm in the club with some strippers in
Yo.
a pair of slippers.
if the song if the song had a music video, I'd run that shit.
Hey
But
man, you
especially,
got it on
tell me,
YouTube.
don't tell me what to do on my show.
Uh-oh, rap
Hey
beef.
man, I'm
Rap
just
beef.
saying, man. Why not?
Where's
Oh, he
Mage?
was Rota. He was trying to beef with me doing a competition. Like, come on the show, me and you gonna go verse for verse. I'm like in the middle of the competition, Dash. You want me to go verse for verse with you on the show?
I mean,
Mo Pesci, I chop you if you let me. Blame on the
that's fine.
everywhere. I go to Champagne and wreck your crew. I don't care.
Oh shit, man.
you
Love,
invited him
bro.
on your show, and now you're just.
I pop a yop before I pop a yop.
Hey man, whoa, take it
Yeah,
easy
damn.
way.
Shots fired.
Take it easy way.
I was just freestyling, man.
I know. He
Yeah,
said, no. He said, fuck that. We ain't freestyling. We gonna write everything. I'm like, Daz, no. He like, no, fuck that. I already challenged you. It's on.
I don't know, Pesci. Sounds like you kind of backed down from a challenge.
Yes, I did. It's okay. I'm mentally exhausted from challenges right now, Rhoda.
What's wrong, McFly? Chicken?
Mage is back.
Mage is back. He's looking strange though.
He's on a different.
I figured out how to get my shit through the internet browser settings, so I'm just on my phone now.
Yep, I could tell. But Mage, we was in here talking about the battle
Okay.
between me and you. I was telling him how you was telling me about how you was watching the lead disappear. And you was like, "Oh my god!" I said I needed 2 more minutes, and I would have finished the wizard.
Bruh, because didn't you have like 4 or 5 people that like came through right
at
after 12?
12:02. At 12:02, hit me.
Yeah.
I mean, and then when I say literally, I'm like, okay. I'm like, I knew I was gonna beat Goose, and I'm like, all right. Ziggy is doing his thing on the internet, so I'm like, if I beat the new Great White Hope, it's going down. I'm like, all right, and then I get my arch nemesis if I get that, and then if I beat him, now I got one up on him on a mixtape for when we do our next song, so I'll talk shit there, and then I turned into Reggie Miller from The Last Dance. I'm like, I'm finna really retire Chase Baby, and I lost to this motherfucker by. I was in this motherfucker literally crying.
You cried?
Like the meme.
Wait,
No.
That's
no.
You're
When
not
I say,
lying, nigga. You're not lying.
hey,
You don't got his lie to
no,
kick it.
I wasn't ugly face. It was just like his. Like, I can't believe this shit happened by 1 vote.
Yeah.
Well,
did you know anyone who
told
didn't?
a story.
Hey,
Do you know anyone who didn't vote? Like who meant to vote?
Yes.
That's frustrating.
Whoa. Those are my people still.
Well,
I
it
didn't disown nobody.
always goes that way. So don't cry
I didn't
about it.
disown nobody.
Push
No, hell
forward.
no.
You Mo Pesci, nigga. Would
Hey,
Joe,
when
would
I
Joe
say
Pesci
Rob K,
cry?
he thought I was gonna spaz the next day, and when I was just like humble me, I was like, bro, I'm only crazy when I have to be. I'm like, I lost to a brother, a man who I respect as my brother. I can lose, but no, was I angry? Those were angry tears, bro. When I say I'm a competitor, I would rather lose by 100 than to lose by 1.
Yeah,
bro, that's
definitely true.
That's a tough one then.
Bro, I was a 4-star athlete in high school. A 4-star athlete. To lose by 1.
Tournament was just like one big old statement for me. Like I never worry about my opponent. I'm always just clearing my own hurdles. So like each leg of the tournament meant something to me. But I think me versus you was the most important because it was like right at the height. Everyone was complaining about fan voting and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, I got to go against Pesci. Obviously, I'm not just going to outspit this man. So I got to do something. So I took
Yep.
that moment to like prove a point. Like
Get a good camera.
It's just hard work. It's just hard work. Do the work.
Fuck you, Dad.
And the numbers will come through because I think any reasonable person would have picked Pesci's verse.
Camera.
I did 4 choruses.
Yeah, man. I was like,
but my verse was dope though. So fuck y'all.
Your verse was you spit hard. Solo Call Me was like, did this man really do 2 choruses on you? I was like, yeah. He was like, are you mad at him? I was like, no. I was like, I don't think it was for me. I think it was at other people. I was like, but this motherfucker, if he lose and then he lose like this, I'm gonna kick him in his balls.
But I won. And
you fucker.
Everybody saw like all the bitching and moaning about fan voting versus bars and blah blah blah. I was like, Pesci is gonna spit, bro. He's gonna spit. So like, I would have to burn all my energy that I would be using for the finals, or I can transfer it, and that's what I did. What they didn't realize is they were the first 2 battles. I didn't really care too much about. I didn't expect to make it past them. Because, you know, I don't really, people think of me when they think of music, but I don't have a following because I'm magnetic. People like me, but I don't build followings. I'm just a likable enough guy that if you met me in person, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm actually, I'm an ex-gamer, right? I'm still a gamer, but I would do 14 hours in front of a screen. So when I beat Pesci, I think one day I woke up at 9 a.m. and I was just networking from like 9 to 9. And then I spent the next like 3 hours, I don't know. What was I doing? I think I remember networking 12 hours a day in order to pull off that victory. The thing with Chase, the first 2 days that votes were out, I was asleep. Because I've been taking care of a kid in the daytime and like going back and forth between that and writing. And I run D&D twice a week. I was exhausted. So the first 2 days that voting was open was literally me catching up on sleep. But I went back and gathered all the people who had voted previously and put them in an event so that when I woke up and got back to it, I could catch up quickly. And if you notice, when we woke up today, I had a lead on things. I know how to crunch numbers in front of a screen for a long time, but after a while, I got locked out of most like my Facebook was like, you ain't sending no more messages, you ain't tagging no more people. I was like, yep. If I'd have backed off the gas and stretched it over a few days, I could have won because I think he only beat me by like 50 or 60 votes, which I could get in a day easy. But at the last night at around 11,
he said
Facebook blocked me from messaging people, and I could like it was. I knew it was a wrap there when I couldn't contact more people.
I wanted to give you my Facebook information and go from there.
I didn't get a message to vote Black. So you must have not been networking hard enough, because I sure would have dropped you.
I know you didn't, but I assumed because of your involvement, I tried to avoid mutual contacts because I assumed through mutual contact these people would vote, and you can only send off so many messages a day. So I didn't have any messages to waste. Like I said, I can't even message anybody on Facebook until 10:30 tonight.
When I say I got 100,
you know what I'm saying? They locked my shit last night.
Yo, wait, okay, yeah, and
I had 100 votes. Go for it.
Hold on though, real quick. Damn, not to take it back. I wish I would have brought it up sooner, but I remember. You remember when I got mad at the Cowboy place and ripped into Mike Ingram?
I do.
Yeah.
You were like, chill the fuck out.
I wasn't there.
I was like, my man's works hard. He does this every week. Like, this is the one time out of a million he's not at the board. Give him a break. That was really it. Because I could get being on stage and looking out and not seeing the sound guy, but I also get being there every week as the only guy running sound, and then occasionally having somebody who could. On a side note, because of the angle and the hat and my beard, does anybody think I look Black Amish?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I look like my name is Jedediah.
You might be the only one, man.
No.
Yeah.
Nah, you look
I
like
can
your
see.
name is
I can
Jebediah.
see it. It looks like you just got done churning butter.
Yes.
I did just get done cooking. I made
No, they
roasted
gonna jump
herb
your
and garlic
they
ranch pork chops.
the head leader of the you dig
But
is gonna come holler at you when he get on his Facebook and see that you was on here.
who?
Well, go ahead, Daz.
Oh, I had to say, Robert K don't like me for some reason. Do any of you guys know why he doesn't?
I've never heard him talk about
That's
you.
not my business.
No, but I mean, I don't
I'm
really
not
know why Rob K does a lot of the stuff he does, but my man gets
right. I'm not
results.
in that business. I'm not. Yeah, he gets
He
results.
does.
Mage said.
The video got mad views and everything. So I
Me and
do.
Mage did 1,000 views.
Facts.
Yeah, yeah. So shout like
Did
I
you
mean,
and Chase?
I
Did you
feel
and Chase
like,
clip 1,000?
yeah, me and
Yeah,
Chase
they got
broke
like
1.2.
Hey, on Chief Malik, I swear to God, boy. Hey, I told my bad. See, hey, that's when I get serious and I put on stone. Gee, I say, hey, I'm mad. Mage and Chase is gonna beat me. They gonna end up at 1.2.
Yeah,
but
we
The
did
exact
1.2.
number I said.
I
It's
gotta
kind of
say,
crazy.
I definitely, you definitely, like, I genuinely feel like you out rap
He
Black
did.
Black Mage. I mean, not, I mean that you have outright rap Chase Baby. I feel like it turned into kind of a
I beat Mage though. I beat Mage and he out
Did
rap Chase though.
no,
you
but
want
bro,
you beat me?
you gotta have
That's
video quality to match your
man,
Fuck
you
product.
that.
will not let this go.
it wasn't even video quality. It was just connections made. I knew enough people that I knew that my fan base could push me through. That's literally it, and they barely did it.
One vote.
I won't. I don't think I can comment on whether or not I beat Chase, being the loser of the competition. But I can
You
say that
beat
if
me.
you look back at, because I'm a battle rapper, but I'm a pretty wise. I want to pretend I'm wise. If you look back at all of my verses seem like responses. I don't know how, but I knew what everyone was gonna do and say every step of the way. So like
You
I'm
watch.
win or
You
lose,
watch.
I'm happy with my performance. You know.
Yo,
You
you
watch my
just
live.
missed Black Mage. You missed me tearing into Mo Pesci real.
Hey, he say
So
he gonna pop a yap before he pop a yap. Hey, and then he said, "Fuck a bitch, fuck a Papa Doc in a lotto. I get
Of
the
course.
7 digits from your mama tomorrow."
uh,
I was trying to avoid Papa Doc so serious. I'm glad that's where that went.
He didn't say that. I added
Yeah, but I'm
it.
still getting messages. I'm still getting messages from like voters and stuff. And that's
Oh,
the thing
bro,
is like I
bro, it
did
was so
so
depressing.
many numbers, but I didn't give it enough time to turn over. So like I've gotten 30 people in the last hour. We're like, is it too late to vote? Definitely.
Bro,
Um,
one of my
we'll just
right
wipe that off.
hand man. When I say literally, we was at my cousin man frat house. We stumped some motherfuckers out for him. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Hey, bro, good looking." You know what I'm saying? Good. Hey, man. All right, cool. Gave me a ride back to the dorms. We've been day one since then. His son born on my birthday. The man was like, "Hey, last round, first round, I went and got the wife phone, son iPad. So I got to smoking, fell asleep." He said, "Bro, this on me, man. This on me." I'm like, "Man, it's cool." He like, "Nah, bro, this on me, man." I'm like, "Hey, man, it's well, man. Don't even trip." So, man, like when I say
I mean,
literally, you seen The Last Dance? The dude who was pitching
yeah.
quarters with Jordan? I don't know.
yo, that guy is so wild.
Hilarious.
It would be so
Hilarious.
it would be so crazy to be that guy and that. And I've
How
been
could you rock that hairdo?
yo. How many of y'all watching have watched The Last Dance? That
You
guy,
know I watched that shit.
his assistant, the assistant that he had that had
Gus,
what is that called?
he had a curly mullet, bro.
Yeah, a curly mullet. I need to know what he's doing now. I don't know why they didn't interview him. Black
Oh
Mage,
God,
did you watch it?
Well, The Last Dance.
Mage,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mage. Yeah, Rota's back.
Something.
There it is.
Daz
Some,
kicked me out.
yeah. Well, until you got in a good position and it kept
No, I
making
know.
us.
I
It
know.
kept making a terrible sound. And also,
Sorry
yeah,
about that.
you could have been
Hey.
getting your position not on camera.
No,
But
I know.
Mage, if you look Amish Rogue, definitely looks like Screech from Saved by the Bell right now.
have
I do.
you
Let's
you
go.
yo
That's my demographic.
Rhoda, have you watched The Last Dance?
No.
Oh, well,
What?
okay, don't say anything then.
I mean, I've heard. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I don't know.
Yo, well, something Jordan
Rota
said
look like he care about Jordan.
something Jordan said that scared me was he said in order to dominate something, you have to strip it of all its confidence. How fucked up is that? That's some
Winner at all
pretty dark
mentality.
shit.
It's a lot. Yeah.
I mean,
Winner,
it's the
hey, winner
manifesto. You
mentality.
remember the riot and protest stuff we were talking about earlier?
Yeah.
White people literally made a book called Breaking the Negro, right? And that's
Breaking the
part of the
Negro.
manifesto. Is in order to dominate something, you have to strip it of its confidence.
Well, and
So
that's
say what you
Bro.
want about him as a competitor.
no, but instantly that made me think about America in bigger pictures and like, oh, okay. So is that the philosophy that people who run countries think? Is that how
Bro,
these laws are made?
they snuck it in the Bible.
It's the
where
winner's
it
philosophy.
said if you beat your slave,
And it
it's
really
okay.
is. So,
They said if you
What are
beat
you
your
gonna
slave,
do?
it's
Because
okay,
because
bro.
winners keep winning, right?
Right?
but yeah, I've always.
See, but what I'm thinking from hey, but what I'm thinking from it, people are seeing they wins starting to lose. Like, I mean, I'm finna say this, and it's gonna be fucked up, and I might be wrong for this analogy, but look at the NFL, bro. Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers are the top quarterbacks that's finna leave. The top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL now are basically Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes, and Lamar Jackson. Them last 4 are finna be gone, and after that, bro, it's no more really like dominant white quarterbacks. It's finna change everywhere, bro.
What does
All right.
that mean?
Well, I'm here for the ride. We'll just wait it out and see how it plays out.
I
Hey,
mean,
man.
how long do you think this rioting is gonna
So that's my
happen?
philosophy. I'm
Do
King
you,
Tom Berry.
do you think that
It's
there's
finna,
gonna?
hey, it's finna calm. I'm finna.
How long do we
This
think
what
the
I'm finna
rioting is
say.
going to happen?
It's finna calm down. How long are they gonna leave that man in jail and not expedite this motherfucking court process?
Well, I think they need to overhaul the whole system at this point.
They've been needed to do that.
I think it's about time that happens.
Bro, I got pushed
There needs to be big
downtown by the
promise.
police.
There needs to be big promises made and kept for the rioting to stop. I feel like, but it's
The
sad
fucked up
seeing.
part, it's finna be used politically wise. It's finna be used politically
Yeah.
wise. That's the
Well,
fucked up part about this.
Trump
But if it's
voters.
used to get, hey, I mean, when I say it's gonna be the ones who say seeing these change against Trump people. The man already said you come on my lawn, I'm sending out dogs and the most ominous weapons. He said I'm taking it back to 1960 if you try to get in the White House. I'm letting you know that now. When the looting starts, the shooting starts.
I mean, Trump
Now-
voters get energized by such fucked up things. Like,
That's what they energized by.
I mean, do you remember when there was like the Brett Kavanaugh hearings about how
Uh-huh.
he tried to rape that woman in high school, and then Trump's popularity went up? It's fucking like up is down.
Oh,
Ow.
wow.
Like
Oh yeah. Well. So now to switch from politics, because I think both sides are pretty radical right now, from liberals to the.
Hey,
But
Bleach,
like,
what you?
you almost have to be. Even Joe Biden is trying to be tough, and it led him to say stupid
That
stuff
nigga
like,
creep.
"Oh," and see, even
Hold up,
you're
check this out,
buying.
guys.
What's that?
You can't
What?
see anything but my teeth.
What?
Damn.
Yo, okay, to bring it to a softer subject, I wanted to ask because I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, Rhoda, how the hell did you end up here? Let's figure out a little bit about your background. What do you like? What do you do, my dude?
Uh,
The lawyer of the crew.
I'm a lawyer. Yeah.
Hey,
I work at a law school. Um, but I've been writing poetry and listening to hip hop and all kinds of music forever, and it was always like, I don't know. I imagine a lot of artists are like this when it's like you hear something you like, you're not happy just listening to it. You like kind of have to do it. Like
mm-hmm.
it like stimulates a creative impulse. That's how I am with everything. Like I don't like to watch sports. I like to play sports.
What was
In
the
that order.
first? What was the first hip hop that you listened to?
The first hip hop I listened to, I think, was probably, well, I think like, in third grade, everybody listened to MC Hammer. But I think like after that, I listened to Arrested Development and I listened to Diggable Planets.
Let's
Those
see.
were like the first ones I remember like buying on my own,
My bad.
like going to the record store and saying like, oh, I want this.
What was the
Did you say
first one?
Diggable Planet? Did you
Diggable
say
Planets.
Diggable Planet?
Yeah,
Wow,
Hey,
bro.
hey.
So your hip hop roots go that far. How old are you?
38.
Damn.
I'm
Okay.
old. I'm old as hell.
I never knew that about
Yeah, I'm
you.
old. I'm like,
Wait till you get to be my age.
That's
yeah,
not old as hell.
exactly. I say stuff like that. I say stuff like when you get to be my age.
That's
Hey, I
I've
rhyme now
convinced
like
everybody in my
shit.
job I'm 54 and I don't know why.
That's like
Hey.
Why
that's
not?
like an
They don't
ongoing
care. They
thing
don't
for you,
really
isn't it?
care.
I feel like whenever I'd have a guest
Yeah,
in
yeah,
town,
yeah.
you
I
would
started
tell
convincing
them.
people I was 48 years ago and I just grew with it.
Whenever I had a guest in town, you would tell them you were a different age.
Why though?
I
Why
don't
am I
know.
like this?
I mean,
that's pretty fucked up.
I get it all the
I'm a
time
pretty
too, though.
messed up guy. I'm like the
So,
Joker. I'm just surprised my plans are working.
In that order.
well, so Rhoda, you said you're a lawyer. How do you balance being a lawyer and hip hop?
I mean, I feel like I kind of need. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I kind of need both. Like, I find them both creative and also both kind of technical. Um, but in like different ways. Um, yeah, I like that hip hop for me is more creativity for its own sake, and law is like more working as part of a system, like
Yeah,
with like more definite goals in mind. But I don't know. To me, they're not. They complement each other in ways. Uh, I think there's some other rapper lawyers. I think Homeboy Sandman is a law school graduate. I don't know if you guys know him,
Nah.
but there's not too many.
I that's interesting because even part of how you find that balance is by finding a common ground in a way to make, oh, they're both creative things, but
Yeah.
and like, okay, so there's a question for you.
Oh, there is. Is it
That's
Amber?
dope.
What kind
No.
of lawyer? Oh, I supervise students who represent veterans at University of Michigan Law School. So I do like housing, like evictions and consumer law, stuff
Oh
like that.
my fucking gosh.
My man's is a monster, bro. You take a Wells Fargo to school.
You be so you evict people?
Hell no, I don't evict people. I defend people against evictions.
Oh,
No,
awesome.
I'm not about that life.
Rota's one of the
My
good
man's really
guys.
with the shits.
Okay.
Didn't you,
Listen
when
to
you were
Big Win
living at Rogue
America.
House?
What's up?
When you were living at Rogue House, wasn't there an instance where you were part of a case? Because I feel like I remember this. You were part of a case, and you came to me. You're like, D'Angelo, I found this loophole, because you explained to me how evil banks were, how they'll just do stuff that's blatantly illegal, and if nobody calls them on it, it'll go through. And you're like,
Even
I
if they
found this
do.
loophole. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna fix everything, but it can't be this easy. like I feel like I'm missing something, and this is what Rota does. Saves the day.
Well, tries. Always an uphill
Hey,
battle. But suing banks is a good time.
but fuck that. When I caught my case, the man literally wrote a letter on my behalf.
Um, wait, Brandon, how long have you been moved now?
I've been in Atlanta for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you like?
Time flies.
Well, before now nobody's performing, but you're like doing music a lot. Like that's what you're doing.
Always, yeah.
That's awesome.
I do have a regular job too.
What do you do for your regular job?
Podcasts.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
hell of an answer.
Okay, so
I'll take a shot for that.
for sure.
We got the Big Q.
Yo,
Shout out to Big Bro.
Can you get another blunt together for me? So,
Oh God, I'm finna roll up again too.
oh God. Black. Thank you, Rhoda. For well, wait. I'm gonna have to bring you back, bro, because you just made my mind spin so many places with how you ended up defending people and how do you defend people. Fuck it. How do you defend a person from an eviction? Can you give a couple examples?
Yeah, so I mean, I've done more what Mage was talking about. I've done more like foreclosures,
Hold
like
on
when
one second. Yo, share this. We got information. I know a lot of my viewers might be getting evicted soon. So, with that being said, listen to my mans. I got prime advice for you.
Yeah, no, I mean to defend somebody from an eviction, there's kind of a lot of ways to do it. Part of it can just be that like they filed the eviction wrong, like they fucked up the paperwork, and then to do it over, it's going to cost them a lot of money. So then they just have a reason to cut a deal. Or sometimes like a main one is that the house is in a bad condition, like the landlord lets like a bug infestation go on or lets the heating stay off for too long or something, and then you can get your rent reduced that way. And for banks and foreclosures, it's like there's like all these technical rules and they fuck them up. Like there's all these things they're supposed to do before they take someone's house, and they fuck them up. And like you can kind of use that to make it so expensive for them that they might as well cut a deal.
I see.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Ha.
So you're kind of like a super villain.
I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot.
That's fucked up. I gotta get you out of here, bro. I'm joking.
Love you, Rhoda. Rhoda, I love you for everything you do, bro.
Oh man, likewise.
He done saved you from an eviction, homo.
I didn't save anybody from eviction.
Yeah,
No,
Wait,
joking.
so
but they definitely when the man put in a good word for me, it definitely helped me out in my case.
It carried weight.
I don't know if
Oh
that's
yeah,
true, but it was fucking ridiculous that they were going after you for that.
yeah, bro.
Like
I got a DUI for sleeping in the car.
that's madness. Like that's what you're supposed to do.
Oh, and he helped you in that situation.
I didn't really. I just wrote a letter, but like it's crazy that you had a DUI for that. That's nuts.
It's done. Probation's over with.
Congratulations.
It's over with.
Wait, so
Yeah.
you still lost?
Yeah, no, I still lost. I mean, but the man did it. That's you know what I'm saying. It's about the steps you take.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, when Mage was on his live, and everybody was like, white allies. This man is a prime example. The
And
man
he's an
wrote.
original. Yo, viewers at home, I gotta let you know this is the original white ally right here. Eric Rota.
Stop.
Like dead ass.
Before it was cool
Yeah,
to
that's
do
why.
it.
No,
Y'all
that's why
niggas think it's cool to do, but he's been doing it long before.
Mage is shaking his head.
Hey,
He
hey,
didn't
Hey,
shake
bro,
his
I
head
can't
and put
argue.
his
I can't
head
hate
down.
that. I really can't hate that. The
No, you
original
No,
white ally.
I gotta.
That's like
Well, because a lot of
that's like the
people will be
lamest
like,
super. That
"Why the fuck did you have him on?" People ask me questions after. Oh, shout out Alan Bailey. Shout out Billy Willage. I'm just seeing y'all's comments. I'm sorry I didn't see him earlier. So sometimes y'all don't be too mad at me if I see your comments late. I be literally sitting here thinking nobody's watching, and then I'll be like, "Oh, there is all these fucking comments I didn't even see coming up." So, yeah. Oh, and there's
but
a
yeah,
question.
no,
There's a question. Are you busier with coronavirus,
oh
Rhoda?
you have to try to stay busy.
because the courts are closed, so it's slower.
Yeah.
I see.
Ha.
Wait, what is it? What's going on in Atlanta right now?
It's going down in Atlanta, New York.
It's going down everywhere. It's going down in Bloomington. Please,
I
y'all in
can
Bloomington,
I
keep
can
your
hear the
kids.
sirens here,
Yo,
but
hold on. I
I
gotta
can
say something. I gotta say this real quick. It's really fucking important. Don't go to these protests naive. Stop bringing your kids. I know you want them to see protesting so they stand up for what's right, but when shit is gonna get crazy, keep them at home. There's way too many babies out there. People are getting ran over, and you got them in the fucking street. Have some fucking
dead ass.
sense. Keep your kids at home, or keep them there during the beginning of the day when niggas act like they're gonna be chill all day, and then get them the fuck out of there. Please set up something. All right.
Dead ass.
I had to say it because I was watching.
Well, we won't experience real change until one of these cops kneels on an animal. So
Whoa, Michael Vick.
Damn.
Take it easy over there.
Well, you have that line. I remember that was one of the first lines of yours I heard that was like, "Oh, holy shit!" The one about if you shoot a dog, you go to jail.
Refrigerator.
yeah, you shoot a dog, you go to jail. You kneel on a black guy until he dies.
Blue
You go
can.
home.
Questionable. Ooh,
Hey,
Blue Faces. That's a great song.
Blue
Walking
Faces
around
is definitely a good song.
by Kendrick Lamar. Walking around with these blue faces.
No, I was talking about Blue
I knew.
Faces too by Nipsey.
Oh, both are classic songs by
Nice,
classic artists. But
nice.
so, um, thank you, Rhoda, for getting kind of into your background. And since we ended on the note of, oh, so you're a supervillain, that makes Rogue Tendencies make so much more sense. This
Oh man, those
interview.
Oh
guys are
man.
amazing.
Because now we're about to roll into Black Mage backstory.
Shout out to Humble G.
I know you're going to try to play games with me,
Humble
but
boy.
this is the show that we peel layers back and figure out who the fuck is behind the man kind of shit.
Uh-oh.
I am me. That's the interesting part. Is people believe this is some sort of a gimmick or some kind of image I maintain. It's
Nope.
not. Every piece of this is legitimately me, and I think that's the thing that people don't get. I was always a little bit strange. I was juxtaposed in between demographics, and I grew up anime, comic books, video games, all that kind of stuff. But honestly, they say if you don't know where you're going, you end up where life takes you. I began as a battle rapper named Black Mage when I was younger. And then there's a long break where like a 10-year period where I just didn't do it. And I recently got back into it in the last 2 or 3 years. And so as I'm making my journey through this, I keep getting these gifts. Like one of my friends, students, they made me a cloak, and it was a double-sided cloak. So like, for those who don't know me, I get cold very easy. And jackets are dumb, right? But a cloak, because it's double-sided, there's that air pocket in the middle. So really, when you're in Illinois, you only need it to stop the wind. So you tuck it, like you like hug yourself with the
This
cloak. It keeps the wind
motherfucker.
off you, but it keeps you from getting too hot. Like is really perfect, right? Then the hat. What is the purpose of a hat? Like if you wear a baseball cap, it keeps the sun out of your eyes, right? Well, I got that, except in a 360. And so, like when I was a summer kid, when I was teaching at the U of I, right, there was times where I'd have time in between classes, so I would go to the quad, and I would take the hat off and just put it over my face, right? And you know how normally if you breathe into the same thing forever, it gets like really hot in there and shit. No, there's because it's so big, there's just enough room that the air can escape. So like I can just put it on my head and go to sleep anywhere, right? But not only that, it's not like I just went out and bought this hat. This was acquired for me. The staff, I have a couple staffs, and one of them is like 100-year-old branch. But I don't just have it because of that. I have it because when I was younger, I was doing the high jump and I hurt my back. And the doctor was like, hey, you're going to be okay now, but when you get older, it's really going to come back to haunt you. And I turned 33 this year. So you know what? A staff isn't a bad idea when I'm going from sitting to standing. Like every piece of this is legitimately me. It makes a ton of sense, and it's way more useful than the crap other people have most of the time. But like it looks like a gimmick, and I get it. But it's also kind of cool that I've represented something so well that I've inspired other people to help me
Be a
represent it, you know?
wizard.
Especially for somebody who's at an anime convention every year, who's helping run it, for somebody who's like repping nerd culture super hard. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I like it.
Yeah, you get to put on for the culture. I feel like you should definitely do an album without the gimmicks, though. Even if they
The
are
album what?
an album without the gimmicks, like a traditional rap album for sure.
Well, that's the thing, is that I wish I
You,
could. Like I said, I was going into this last round. I was like, I'm not going to use any nerd references. I'm just going to go straight, and everybody will be able to understand me. And by the time I was done writing, I was like, okay, so we got Avengers, Star Wars, and Bleach. And Kingdom Hearts. That's as light as I could go. It's I wish it were a gimmick. I wish this weren't me, but it is, right. And so there was an instance where we were doing a Zoom where Chase was talking about, if you have stuff, share it, be out there, promote, and blah 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 blah. And this is no disrespect to Chase, but this is for all the people who say stuff like that to me. And I'm like, if you get to walk into a venue in jeans and a shirt, I don't want to hear it. Like, I don't want to hear share yourself freely when you're in the middle of the hood in Chicago in a wizard cloak with a wizard hat and a white girl. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear people judge me the second they see me. So like, let's. I come into the door having to prove who I am, bro. I come into the door and they're like, "Oh, this guy," and then I get in the building and I burn everything down, and that's why they call me Mage, because I'll set everything on fire. Bacon, hey Bacon, is that are you from No Coast? You the dude that I'm gonna be battling, or I'm supposed to be battling?
thank you,
Just drop
Bacon.
that in the chat if you hear
We're
this, if you see it.
we're staying stony. We're staying stony. At least me and Mo Pesci. Y'all niggas, I don't know what, man. What the?
I started the day that way, but I'm cooling, and I just finished
Oh, so
making
you
dinner for my
do
friends. I'm about to get up here in a minute and go kick it with them before we head home.
you do
We here with
smoke?
them and the shorty and stuff.
You do smoke?
But did you have any questions specifically? Because I addressed like me and the quote unquote gimmick, but I don't know. Is there any questions you want answered? Any
Yeah,
questions
yeah. Let's talk.
you had about the verses and the battles or anything?
Of course, of course, of course, of course. There's a lot of things to ask you about, good sir. Also, though, like, okay, me and you have
Okay.
always been outspoken, and that's why even I brought up that moment, is that we've always been
Mhm.
outspoken. We've disagreed but respected each other at the same time over time. And you're
Well, it's about
also,
respect.
yeah, you're also like, you're very creative. You got your little cooking show that you do.
You know what's crazy is, just like music, just like everything else, it's not actually a show. I just started doing it because I was like going live and I wanted to talk about some things, and I happened to be cooking at the time, and people just enjoy watching me cook. It's not supposed to be a show, but it might be just because so many people enjoy watching me cook. And one of them actually saved my bacon because I had the tortillas in the oven, and when you get to making everything else simultaneously, my tortillas was definitely I have a problem with burning tortillas. And so when that message popped up, you're killing the tortillas, I jumped in the oven and they came out perfect. So shout out Taylor Heyer for keeping me from burning my tortillas.
Yeah. And also, I wasn't asking you about your gimmick, bro. By the way, your screen is like froze. I wasn't asking you
Yeah, I
about
just noticed that.
your gimmick. I asked you about your background, my dude,
Well, I guess it
and
was part
how
of my
you
background.
came. How you? Yeah, you gave pieces of it. Yeah, for sure.
My
But
background is I am I grew up in Champaign Urbana. I was one of those kids that was considered too black to be white and too white to be black. So I had to prove everything to everybody at all times. It's kind of interesting. People talk about
how did you grow
me.
up that way? Oh, you're not even on the
How
screen,
did I
my
grow
dude.
up that way? I
Yeah.
grew up off Cunningham. I was sandwiched between Lakeside Terrace, which was kind of considered the hood, when, that's where I got my first gun pointed at me. And then I hung out with skaters over on the other side of town. So, like, I had to live by these cats in the hood, but I had to kick it with my homeboy, the skater, on the other side. And so it created this dichotomy where I was confused dealing with black. I was young, I was dealing with black
Right.
people, I was dealing with white people, I was dealing with wise black people, but I was also dealing with ignorant black people, I was dealing with wise white people, but I was also dealing with ignorant white people. And it makes for a super confusing growing experience. E.g., black people had this thing we do call playing the dozens or roasting, right? They would prefer much rather roast you to your face, just because it's lighthearted ribbing. And so I would talk shit about my white friends, and they would get mad and be like, bro, you shouldn't make fun of your friends. And I'm like, well, I'm just joking. But then we would all be hanging out, and a couple of them would leave, and they would start talking smack about the dude who just left. And I'm like, he was just here. Why didn't you say any of that to him? Right. And so it twisted me
Woo!
around because I never knew which one I was supposed to do at any given time, because I didn't understand why one was bad and one was good, and then one was good and one was bad, and it was always switching between different black folks and different white folks and different circumstances and instances, and it was just confusing, right? Then of course I was big into education, which made me a target because where I'm from, being able to read and dictate properly, articulate properly, is considered acting white. And so um, I would be a white kid until they needed answers to the test. Then I was their brother, and if I didn't help them, they'd be like, "See, I told you wasn't black." Like, that was the sandwich, because I had these kids who really wanted to help me become smarter because they saw that I was motivated to learn. But then I had these other people who were like, man, F that. You don't have to listen to the teacher in class. I don't understand how them kids got away without getting whooped, because I couldn't do nothing. My mom would be, let me get suspended. Let me have the teacher call my crib talking about D'Angelo was acting out in class. I might not make it the next day. But all these kids, they was just be wild. And like, when you're a young black man, you want so badly for your brothers, those who look to like you, that it distorts who you are and what you're willing to do sometimes. And it took me a long time to find my own identity, to no longer seek the approval of my brothers, and to accept that no matter what, I am black. If I get the same looks as you when I walk into the store, it doesn't matter how I articulate, I'm black, and you can't take that away from me. But it's a hard thing to learn when everybody around you, black folks and white folks included, are telling you you're white. When white folks are saying you're the whitest person they know, and black folks are saying you're white, and then your white friends are constantly reminding you you're black. It's just a
So
super weird dichotomy, and that's my background.
what
So
was
my
your
job is to exist.
what was your first musical influence?
My first musical influence, video games. There was a game called Sonic Racing for Sega Saturn, and there was a song called Diamond in the Sky. And Diamond in the Sky was the first piece I ever wrote, because that song came in and it just made me want to speak. and it was the first poem I wrote, but I wrote it to Diamond in the Sky, so technically it was a song. After that, I began to write poetry, then I went into battling, then I went into music. Started when I was about 14.
It's on now, Mo. Oh, I guess. All right.
It's still frozen. You want me to leave and jump back in?
Yeah.
I got you. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Let's see.
Rota. Hold on. I'm funny as hell. So I just try to eliminate the background sounds, man, so that way I can hear, so people can hear what that person is saying for the most part.
Man, this guy commenting. I wish I had a name like Alex Bacon. It's like a.
It's like, oh,
like Eric Tomato.
that'd be a dope ass name.
No. Where'd Pesci go? Oh, here's Mage. Oh, there you are.
Yo,
I'm back with the video and all. What was the last question?
your musical influences. You said
Hold on, I'll be back.
You
I'll
said
be back.
you had said Sonic.
I will tell you that my biggest musical influences, and this is gonna sound insane, my biggest musical influence is probably ABBA. You know ABBA?
Yeah, like literally.
Probably,
You're lying.
yeah.
Name
I'm dead.
name
There
two name two ABBA albums.
Oh, I don't have ABBA albums separately. I just had their greatest hits, and then I started downloading their songs. I'm a pirate. I wasn't going off albums. I'm part of the Napster generation. Don't play. No, I'm sorry, not Napster. Napster was too official. I'm part of the LimeWire generation.
Right.
But I can name a whole slew of their songs, and I can tell you that it's real hard growing up in the hood being a fan of ABBA. Yo, Dancing Queen is fire. The production, there are so many instruments. You can hear one. Chris, don't do that, Brad. Don't do that, Daz. Dancing Queen is fire. Mamma Mia is fire. SOS is fire. Man After Midnight. Gimme. Flames, bro. And it wasn't their musical stylings that got me. It was the feeling that I got when something came on, like that first piano roll in Dancing Queen and the drop. I don't care who you are, bro. It's hard. If you on rollerblades, it's over with. I'm telling you, bro. But really, that's who I mess with. ABBA, Queen, MXPX. You got to remember, I was a punk kid growing up. Little Notes of Metal. And of course, I had some hip hop influences. Who didn't? But as far as the music I strive to make, those were my biggest influences. I know it sounds crazy, but inspiration can be found anywhere, my dude.
Yeah.
You think I'm playing, don't you?
I doubt it.
No, I used to work at this store, right? And the manager would leave me there by myself. And we had the music hooked up to somebody's phone, and she's like, "Hey, don't touch the music," right? I didn't know that she had the footage, the camera footage. She could access it from her laptop, right? So I went and I turned on some ABBA, and I'm listening to Mamma Mia, right? And when you come in at the beginning, it's like dun, 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 and it's going back and forth. So I do this thing with my feet where I'm like moving real rapidly back and forth. Rockin' Man is fire too. That was my theme song walking into work the other day because I carry Bluetooth speaker with me. But I'm in there listening to Mamma Mia and I'm shuffling, and then the phone rings. I pick it up. She's like, "D'Angelo, I told you not to touch the music." And I was like, "I didn't." And she goes, "D'Angelo, you're doing your Mamma Mia dance. I can see it from the camera." I was like, wow. Or yeah, I have a Mamma Mia dance, and I don't care.
Can we see it?
I could try. It's just like the beat comes in, and I go dun 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 dun, and I'm just like going in place with my feet like this, just because that's what the beat is doing. And so like I'm working up here with my upper body, but I'm going like this, the whole time. And that's when she called and she said, I could see you doing your Mamma Mia dance, bro. You changed the music. It's like, all right, you got me. I gotta stop dancing.
Mm-mm. Well, Black Mage, it was dope having you on today's
Thank
episode and figuring out about your Mamma Mia. Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia, Mamma Mia. Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
All right. Said I am going to finish out the rest of my night strong, but I'm gonna have to leave
Oh,
it here for you guys.
have you seen Rocket Man the movie?
Yes, I have.
And you guys gotta know who Alex Bacon is. That man's wild in here.
I don't. I know that my Battle League No Coast just opened up No Coast UK, and Bacon is supposed to be my first opponent. So like, I don't know if that's him, but I think it might be. In which case, this is bad for me. This is all battle rap material that he is gonna use to fucking fry me,
Superman!
bro.
Oh my god!
I'm feeling my own fate right now.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh,
But you know
that,
what? Abba is fire, and I'll die on that hill. I don't care who has what to say.
yeah, okay. Yo,
Whatever. All right, peace.
so
I'll stay up. All right.
for sure. Yo, wait. And before you
Yo.
go, congratulations on second place. I defended you
Okay.
the whole way. I thought that shit was fire. You well, not the whole way. I definitely had to go for my homie Mo on that
Oh,
round. And then
thing about I will tell you this about it before I go. Now that everything's over and I don't have to hype nothing up, Chase, in my personal opinion, won that, and I'm going to tell you how with a D&D reference. Everything in Dungeons and Dragons, your actions are performed on the 20 side. So no matter how good you are or what bonuses you get from who you are, if you roll that 20 low, it's a shitty roll, right? Your pluses can't always save you from a shitty roll. I knew that I rolled a 14 on that performance. There were actually other performances that I think were better, but I did so many takes that I just didn't feel like going back. So when I nailed one, I was like, F it, keep it. But my voice was starting to go out at that point, right? So by the time I nailed it, I was like, yeah, that's about a 14. With my pluses, that's about 21. Chase just had to beat 21 to win. And I think on his performance, he rolled a 17 plus 3 plus 3, 23. He got me by like 2 points, but only because I rolled shitty. When I did my Zoom, I told him he'd have to roll 18 or better to win. I was damn close. He rolled a 17. He definitely showed up, but I feel like if I had gotten a run as clean as I wanted, because there were some where my energy was way better, but I, flubbed a line here or there. And when you're doing it all in one take, and I only had 2 days to memorize it, and it was, I wrote that last addendum, that fast rap part. I wrote that like the day of. I was like, I should take it out this way. Like that was an addition. So my energy to me.
excuses. Look. We don't got any time to sit here and listen to any wizards make excuses today. Okay?
Hey,
Okay.
fair enough. Y'all finish out strong, all right?
I love you. Have a great night, Black Mage.
Peace out.
One last question. What you thought on? No, Alex. No more questions. Not for him, at least. Why'd you guys mute yourselves? Unmute yourselves. Unmute.
I got nothing to say.
Oh. Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
mute myself in the first place.
No, I muted you, man. Yeah.
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 So the
What the world is saying right now.
So Mo, I think it's time for our one-on-one real quick.
Yeah.
One-on-one.
I was gonna say I'm gonna head out, but it's been awesome talking to you guys.
Hey, love you, Rota, man. Same
All right.
here, bro.
Later, guys. Thanks. Stay safe.
Man, that was
Yo.
fun.
Yeah. So shout out Rhoda and shout out Black Mage.
Definitely shout out Rota and shout out Mage.
They
Hold on.
killed it this episode. Shout out Champagne. Shout out their hip hop community. Shout out
Shout
Unity.
out, shout out Mound City. I
Hey,
just stay in Champagne now. I just stay in Champagne now, man. Shout out Mound City. Shout out the shipyard. Shout out the project. Shout out Market Square.
hey,
We out here.
shout out Lance Marshall's bitch ass watching right now. No,
I don't know who that is.
I don't. No, he's funny. Let me tell you about Lance Marshall, okay? Yo, he had the funniest comment. I gotta read this on this episode right now. No, because it's hilarious what he had to say. He was so happy to say it to me. Now, mind you, he messaged me like 20 times before that, right? Telling me exactly how I should run my show, right? And so, and then I said, hey, thanks for the advice. Cool. He sent like 15 more, okay? And and like that's cool, okay? But like I'm not gonna sit here and get into it. I don't feel like I need to explain myself to him or anything really. And I thanked him. It's not like I wasn't appreciative or didn't read it, you know. And I don't know what more he wanted from me. What did he want me to say? No, you're wrong. Everything, you know what I'm saying? I
he wants
polite.
time and he wants time and dedication from you.
I don't know. Like I don't know what it
He wants you
was.
to dedicate. He
Yeah.
wants you to dedicate some of your time to him.
Well, no, and you remember when I told you this story earlier about when I made the mistake about the blue.
Yeah. I
Okay.
know. I picked.
He made a comment on there like, remember when you were, let me see, I please I it was such a good comment because it was about my life. He said, remember when you were, oh my gosh, it's an epic comment. But so I gotta, it's funny that he would be so judgmental because
This is the world we live in.
yeah, because like he did some wild ass emotional shit in my inbox, and it wasn't about any kind of injustice or anything, and it was a clear misunderstanding. And
That shit just happened in my house the other day. When I
he
say, man,
commented, it was
what he
so
comment?
hilarious. Hilarious. Go on with your story while I try to find this real quick. Hold
But yeah, no, my man tried to say I was showing out for people who was in my house.
on.
When have you
What?
ever? I mean, I'm like, I'm showing out for whom?
You're a very humble person too
I've
for
never
that
been the
to
type of person. I never been the type of person to show out for anybody.
right.
I used to show out when, like I told you, when I used to hoop and all that. I showed out on the court, the field, all that. But as far as just going to show out, no, I am who I am. People attract to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the magnet.
Well, you're also very humble though too. So
Hey, bro. Hey, man. When I say I used to be a high head. So I mean, the firecracker wasn't accepted all the time,
I
and a
see.
lot of people didn't like it.
But
So I tried to put that shit
I
behind me.
I actually deleted the post because me sharing it was promoting a newspaper that I do not agree with.
And nothing
So
wrong
I
with it.
don't even and
I watched.
and that bullshit with it. Right? Yeah, well about the live, he commented something like, remember yesterday when you were shirtless screaming at the camera? And like the nigga's wild as hell. But yeah, so and he's watching now. So shout out, dude, for watching. But so
My little brother calling me. But declining. I'm gonna
uh,
call you right back, Duck.
that's a great segue into figuring out who the fuck is Mo Pesci.
Bro, when I say like, I mean like literally, just dealing with that shit, with that whole situation. Like I said, bro, I have never. If you've known me, I've always been a people person. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I was in elementary school,
Mm-hmm.
I've been like leading the programs and shit since I was in like first grade. Shout out Miss Green and Miss Bobo, Miss McCutcheon, Miss Miss Pav, all that. You know, Mr. Smothers, who raised
Damn.
me going up. Hey, bro, nah, man, real talk. You know what I'm saying? People know me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been able to hide. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been able to hide. So if you knew me, I mean, I enjoy everybody in the room. I don't single out nobody. You rocking, we rolling. But
I see.
people that I like to tell them, motherfucker, if you got a problem with me, it's on you. It's somewhere in you. It's somewhere in your DNA that you're not fucking with me, cause I ain't got a problem with nobody. I put all my problems behind me. You know what I'm talking about? I put all my problems behind me. But Mo Pesci come from. I'm born in El Paso, Texas. I'm an Army baby.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mom or dad in the army.
Not mama, just daddy.
I see.
Come on, leave me alone. Hey, Mish, call 2 call Duck.
Don't say Duck's number on the line. No.
But
Go
I'm
on, Mo
saying
Pesci.
my brother said he calling me, so I'm hoping ain't nothing wrong. But
Oh.
the same that time, like I said, I'm an Army baby. So shit, I was born in El Paso, Texas, Beaumont Hospital. You know what I'm saying? We stayed up top in Waukegan, and then my great grandmother wanted to. She was half Indian. No, she might have been full Indian. She wanted to pass where she was born at, so we moved to Mound City. So that's where Mound City come into play. And then when it was time to go back to the city, my people started getting killed. And so Mama was like, "It's not happening. We not going back to the city. We gonna just stay here." That's where you hear this country accent. That's where you hear all the rough. That shit come from down south. Motherfuckers think the bottom of Illinois ain't down south. Down south start once you pass Springfield as far as the equator.
Mm-hmm.
Not even the area, but as far as the equator wise, you pass Springfield in the bottom of Illinois from down you down south.
For
Dead
sure, for
ass.
sure. Yeah, because you definitely have a draw. I thought it was the liquor, my nigga.
Nah, bro, that's that country shit. Country shit. Country shit. Country shit. Shout out to
um,
Big Crit.
I actually am about to play some a song real quick, and then I'll end it after our interview. I'll play your music video. Fucked up.
Better up.
I'm about to play fucked up.
Let's get it. I remember when you sent this joint. You said so your phone not working? Hey, it's cracking. I ain't getting nothing right now.
You can't.
I ain't getting
Hold
nothing.
on. Hold on.
Mm,
Can you hear it now?
yeah. Mm-mm. And they came in party.
Hey, hey.
I ain't drinking none of this.
And they came in this bitch just to Shorty said she up in finna G. Party over when she calling me. Party, ain't slept in weeks. Been smoking so much that my lungs getting weak. Rhyme with the same word, but one's a noun and one's a verb.
Hey.
I hope you get the point, even if my speech is slurred. Yeah, we just having fun. Yeah, we having good times. Do you know some good girls? Cause I know some bad guys. When I was back in school, it's cool to call me small fry, but nowadays all they say is that I'm supersized.
Hey.
I just got off tour, man, I can't believe these hoes always had a lip for less, but wishing they were paid more.
Hey.
Should I say more? Hell yeah, give them that. Flow
Like cook crack.
sipping Henny, blow in the bag. And they came in this bitch just to Shorty said she up in
Mo Pesci. Oh.
She said she finna G.
Up next, verse 2.
She calling me. It was Avion and Percocets. Shorty working up a sweat. Told her best friend she just lived life with no regret. She smirking, I'm just laughing. Only money I'm harassing. Cause this bitch just keep on asking. Don't she know the son assassin?
Hey.
So I brung in Jasmine like a scene straight from Aladdin. Trying to get her with that hit stick, but I ain't playing Madden. Addition plus subtraction, multiplied by her attraction. We in my subdivision trying to see what's her reaction. Shorty wasn't phased by it, trying to get a raise out it. Pussy so good, might need a couple
days out it.
Ain't gon' even play
about it.
Fuck you mean I stay about it. Never mind the haters, tell them my business, they can stay out it. Came in this bitch just to
Bitch, you fucked up.
Shorty said she up in
Me and this bitch, you fucked up.
she said she finna G.
Me and this bitch, you fucked up.
Party over when she calling me. Hanging with the strippers, cause I'm a big tipper. Came into the club in a pair of slippers.
Yo. Hold on, I gotta unmute you.
In a pair of slippers.
Hey.
My wife
But yeah.
just texted, said that I'm gonna
I
get
didn't even
it.
play your favorite part. I said, pause!
Hey,
Stop!
hey,
I ain't trying to think about that right now. I ain't trying to think about. No, I'm joking.
hey, in that order.
I'm chilling though. It's all love. So, but
That joint was lit. Hey, when you sent it to me, I was like, man, I mean, when I say, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna see if you like the hook. You was like, oh, it's lit, and then I was like, all right, cool. And then when you threw the extra verse on that bitch, I was like, oh, it's cracking.
it's done, so it's crazy.
It's cracking. Yeah, no, that shit was lit. I love that song, bro. That's still one of my joints. I mean, when I say I perform my verse sometimes without you on there, so bring your ass back home.
Yo, so what was the first music? Who put you on to music and hip hop and changed your life?
You said the first person to put me on the music? Fuck. Oh, man, that's heavy. I got a lot of influences, but on some real shit, NWA.
Wow. So you was introduced to music with social injustice as a subject.
I was introduced to Big Daddy Kane, Rakim. I mean, bro, when I performed for Rakim and I met Rakim, oh my fucking God. Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Ice Cube, and them. Oh, bro, I came up right in that era. You know what I'm saying? Where all that I got is you by Ghostface, and you know what I'm saying? The Rock.
Classics.
Yes, I'm from that era. So that's why
Yeah.
when you hear my rapping, I'm not too happy in my raps. It's some we gonna enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I try to be versatile with everything I do because I'm from that. Like I said, I'm from that area. Pop, Biggie, Jay, Nas, The Locks, Outkast, A Ball, MJG, UGK. I can keep going. I can keep going. I listen to everything. My big brother. Shout out to my big brother, PA. Shout out because a lot of shit that he put me on was not local, but local, and it was the South shit. No Limit, Twister, Do or Die, fucking excuse me, part one. Speed Not Mobsters, fucking Psychodrama. Bro,
Twister.
I'm everywhere when it comes. Hey, I met Twister too. My nigga Beats fuck with Twister super hard, and so Twister good people. Shout out to out west. We, we Southside crazy, but we like out west too. But no, like I mean the whole land. I love Illinois. Crucial conflict. Oh, let's not crucial. Oh, bro, we used to wake up in Upper Bound to Crucial Conflict, Do or Die, Twister, No Limit, like dead ass serious. So if we want to talk that era, like is like literally, I was everywhere. They call me East Coast Meechmo. You know what I'm saying? And so I was listening to Jay. I was listening to Nas in 8th grade. Fuck are you talking about?
Nas in 8th grade. That's how I learned how to rap was through Nas. So
Nas is the best. Nas is the best. He just picked white beats.
I don't even think that's true. I just think people say that to say that about him.
Nah, I don't say that to say that. Nas is the best.
No, he is the best. Not that they say that, but they just say that he picks whack beats just to say it.
He picked white beats. The Locks picked white beats. To me, Fabulous picked white beats. But I mean, you got to be in
That's
tune to
not
that type of
even.
hip hop.
That's kind of true, but they don't always pick whack beats.
No, because
Sometimes,
they got plenty of beats that's like Fab over Bombs, where he went over the Bulls intro. Oh my God, that's crazy.
yo,
Jada,
look,
Jada Kiss, what I've been through. Stop playing, bro. They know when they pick the beats they want to rap to, just like me and you. We pick the beats we want to rap to, bro.
yo, shout out Katie Humphrey. She's who got hit by the motorcyclist. So
Jeepers.
that's my homie actually. So shout out her.
You
Uh,
know her?
yeah, of course. Well, shit, Bloomington. It ain't that big.
It ain't
Plus,
too big. Yeah,
I
yeah,
did my
yeah. I was
thing
just
out
in
there
Bloomington.
for. I did my thing out there forever. So shout out her.
I
And
was in Bloomington, and I was like, Bloomington is literally Mound City with business.
yo, she got her Snapchat. It says Black Lives fucking matter. Watch out for that crazy son of a bitch. No one needs to
That's
get hurt. I love y'all. I have to get all these tests done.
that's right.
She still said Black Lives fucking.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it just so y'all see. She's saying that in a neck brace
Hey,
with her.
hey, 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 G. Prayers up to her. Hey, prayers up to her family, all that good shit. That's what motherfuckers talking about white allies. You want white? Go do what the fuck she did.
That's crazy. I'm actually
Go do
crying.
what the fuck she did. Go do what the fuck she did. Motherfuckers talking about what do we need to do to help. Hey man, get on the front lines. Well, I ain't saying go right, but show up, make your voice heard.
Man, that's
We
just
we
crazy.
we talk to walk and talk, but we learn it on our own, just like you learn racism on your own.
Oh
You know
man,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything is learned. Every behavior is learned. You good, brother? Wipe your tears, bro. You good? Hey, you good? I
It's
told
just
you when I lost to Mage by 1 vote, I sat in this bitch and took shots.
you
I
funny.
sat in this bitch and took shots and
That's
cried angry tears, bro. I was mad like you
uh
motherfuckers was too busy wilding on Facebook where 10 of y'all just couldn't win and voted.
right.
So this
Super wilding on Facebook too.
Mage people was typing on Facebook. My people was on live on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So it was a struggle.
Yeah.
But I could have took Chase down, I thought. I had Chase. I had Chase right where I
I
wanted.
mean, you easily would have rap. You rap better than Mage, so of course you rap better than Chase.
Mage
Cause
just said I
Chase
rap better than
raps,
him.
cause Chase raps better, and cause Mage raps better than Chase.
Like
So
I said, Chase was gonna come with it. I was hoping he was gonna come, but I was finna take Champagne's finest down. And they jagged me by 1 vote.
I'm gonna battle him on here for like 250, and I'm gonna eat him.
I'm listening.
We'll get it cracking. But so, back to your story. So when did you start recording and taking it seriously?
When I moved before I moved up here, I mean, I've been rapping forever. And the first joint we put out was 2007.
Oh wow, 2007.
That me and the crew put out. My boys that I'm fucking with now, the Yop Squad, they had already been doing what they was doing. And the first joint that I put out was 2007, and then shit got real funky, and it wasn't time to make music. You know what I'm saying? And so it was a lot of drug dealing, and man, bro, shit was crazy. It wasn't no music being recorded. Motherfuckers died. Music was being recorded. R.P. Gandy. But I'm I say Yop Squad. I'm the last member of it. The last member of it.
So
Everybody gone.
what? And
Not
you,
dead, but they just done with it.
right. And so you're the last one rapping. Wow.
Yeah, like dead ass. Like, but at the same damn time,
Yo, it's
motherfuckers
not for
still
everybody.
nah.
Unfortunately.
That's why I'm like, we gotta figure it out. And they like, nah, bro, we still out here rocking with you. Whatever the fuck you need, the resources are still there.
Yo, I
I
forgot. Go on.
we got in-house producers. We got in-house. You know what I'm saying? People can shoot videos, all that. So you know what I'm saying? It's not too far. Motherfuckers just gotta shine the rust off, and then it's right back. As soon as said Pesci, when you need us, like Mage said, Captain Sam on your left. Let us know when you need us, and they coming. So even though I'm doing this shit solo dolo right now, everybody ready. Carlos still writing. D Junior, the power behind everything. Bizzle, Gandy, R.P. Gandy, but his big brother still here. We still got a street team. Sago, BP. We still out here. She, Teo, GMK,
Shout him!
Freaky.
Shout him out!
Bro,
Keep
bro,
it!
bro, stop playing, nigga. It's the family, bro. We good. Hey, we ain't going nowhere. I might be only soldier out of Revan, but when I say literally, Avengers, unite! You thought Mage did it on this shit. Watch when my people come.
Yeah.
And in the words of G.I. Joe, and knowing is half the battle.
hmm Yo, well, so you got your single coming out in America, which we discussed
I got more than
earlier.
that. I got more than that. I'm finna put Tommy Santoro My lethal cousin Tommy Santoro. I'm finna put it up on all platforms.
Okay.
They took it down. They took it down, put it up, and then we got Elm Street's finest finna come. I'm finna fuck y'all up. Be ready. Be ready.
Yo,
That's
and,
not me singing. That's my nigga Dorian. Shout out to
and
Dorian Falon.
and you can find him on at Insta Pesci Mob at the bottom, scrolling.
Hey,
And
I got my shit copyrighted. If you look up Mo Pesci, I should be the only nigga pop up. Anybody else pop up, let me know. Rota, right? Rota was just on this video. I'm gonna get my team on it. And cease and desist order. Get rid of the Pesci name. You did.
y'all hear that, listeners? All right. So it was great having you. I'm gonna let you end it how you started real quick, one last time.
Oh, hey, hold on. I love you, brother. Shout out, Dino, Big Reno, Lil Reno, my brother Dino, 638 SDYG. Y'all already know what it is. This is Mo Pesci, bitch, and I'm gonna end this bitch just like I started this bitch. Y A O P. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Order, man. Y'all
All
already
right,
know what it is, man.
for
Hey,
sure.
before we leave, everybody, I mean, all my views on here is my views. I don't expect you to feel the way I do, but hey, man, everybody talking Black Lives Matter, all lives matters until Black Lives Matter. How can you say all lives matter? And I got one question. What the fuck did we do to y'all that make y'all hate us so much?
Well, be ugly as hell, Moped. No, I'm just, I love you. You know what it is? It's so shout out to you. Thank you for coming through and making a great episode. In the longest episode that we've ever had, 2 hours and 12 minutes. You know
Why
how it
not?
goes. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. Hold on. You know the vibes. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night, y'all. I think
Hey, bro.
we're about to get the fuck out of here.
Hey, be good, man. Blessing. I appreciate you having me on here, man. Y'all enjoy. Y'all be safe out where you at. Tell your people be safe. Peace, God.